Hi everybody, it's Andrew Signa here from Above All TV. We're on episode 14, and on today's episode I want to talk to you about mold and mold spores. On today's episode we're going to talk about how to collect mold spores and how to determine if you have a mold problem. A lot of people call with concerns that they have allergies within their house, and they're concerned that it's a reaction from mold within their house. And the only way to verify if you have higher elevated mold spores within the house is to collect samples. And the only way to do that is collect samples through an aerosol. The way to do it is you collect a sample by putting a pump within the area of concern. You put the cassette on the pump and let the pump run for 5 minutes, collecting 75 liters of air. And what that does is it brings particles through the cassette and it catches it with an invisible tape. And when the sample's done, we tape up the sample and we bring it to a lab. And a lab crack opens the sample and counts each strand in that sample. And then we get a lab report identifying what strand is there, how many are there, and how many are in a cubic meter. Now, with mold spores, you have mold spores no matter where you go. And what we've got to focus on is making sure that the concentration levels in your property are lower than outside. Because if they're the same or higher, then you know you have a problem. And it may not be visible, but it can be affecting you long term. And the thing with mold spores is they affect younger people and elderly people the most, because people with stronger immune systems, they range from 10 to, let's say, 55, and everybody outside that range has a lower immune system, and it can affect them long term. And there's so many strands out there that we have to identify which ones are in the house with the highest toxicity levels, and that will affect you long term, the ones with the highest toxicity levels. And the only way to get full peace of mind to see if you have mold in your property is to take an air sample. Thank you guys. This is Above All TV. If you have any questions, hit us up on social media. Thank you.